Mary Ann Hennessy, 20 Carmelo Drive. May I ask two questions in one statement. The question is, until the new CFO is hired, who will be running the everyday operations from December 26th forward?
Council President, I'll be notifying the council in the very near future who that will be.
Do we have somebody? I mean, granted it's the holiday, but you do need to have somebody on board. And I would have thought before the gentleman sitting next to you left, someone would have come in at least for some basic training, but I won't go there. My second is to the deputy chief from the police department. You said that meetings had been held with residents regarding the parking. On the various side streets?
Yes, that's correct.
I live on Carmelo Drive, and I'm listed there, and I never heard of any meeting, and my neighbors next door wouldn't have heard of meeting either. So when were the meetings, and where were they?
I don't have that information. That was members of my traffic division that conducted those meetings.
Well, no one came on Carmelo Drive to ask us any questions. I just want you aware of that, Deputy Chief. I really think that it was not properly coordinated.
Well, just to clarify that, we did have the town hall meetings for Slow It Down 25. There were members of the community that did come to Stelton Rec Center.
I knew nothing about that. We got no notification about it whatsoever. Seriously, we didn't.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I do know that notification did go out to the surrounding neighborhood, to your neighborhood, actually.
Council President, I'll make a copy of that letter about the town meeting available to the clerk's office.
That's like closing the door behind the cow that got out of the barn, Mr. Cancro. Now, my statement that I want to make. I have lived in this town for 40 years. I have never had such a horrible way of taking care of a snowstorm as we just had. I needed to make a trip that was very important out of my house. My street was a solid sheet of ice, and so was Parch, so was Erdley, and so was Knapp Avenue. So I went to Sutton's Lane, which was cleared bone dry. I understand because the school is there. Campbell Avenue was also bone dry. As I proceeded up Sutton's Lane to Route 27 to make the light, my car was bombarded by rock salt being spread by a township spreader on an absolutely dry street. And that spreader never went to Gaskell, it never went to Erdley, it never went to Carmelo, it never went to Barlow, it never went to Parch, and it never went to Knapp Avenue. When I came home, the traffic on Plainfield Avenue was bad, so I took a side road that I normally take. I came onto Schuyler, which is a slight incline. My car went to the curb, almost into a pole, and I'd like you all to be aware, if my car had hit that pole, if my airbags had impacted, the mayor would have been the first name on the lawsuit, Mr. Rodman would have been the second, Mr. Cancro as his boss would have been the third, and the township would have. There was no reason why those streets weren't plowed. You have a reverse 911 system, you could have a suspended garbage and recycling collection, which was done, and a plow did not come through my street until 1:30 in the afternoon on Sunday. I wouldn't go out on Saturday to go to the hospital because I wasn't sure I could get out and get back again without another problem. So I wanted abundantly clear that the decision that was made by Mr. Rodman as the head of the department not to plow is totally unacceptable when you can put plows out at a higher rate of pay on a Sunday, and you could have put garbage collection on a Saturday and cleaned the streets. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We're off the list. Mr. Stevens?